video walk on a Premier. Start in the back. See if the sun doesn't. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You're pre-wired for a backup camera. It does not come with a backup camera. That's going to be a separate thing. If you choose to have us install it, have one on it, let us know. It does use power from the marker lights up there, so the running lights on your tow vehicle need to be on for it to work. Outdoor shower back there. It's hot and cold, and then the nozzle extends out so you can get your feet and back. Call it a shower. I feel like more it's a utility sprayer. You ain't gonna be taking full-blown showers back here. Right here, it's your black tank flush. You can screw your hose to that. When you're dumping your black tank, there's a little nozzle in there. There's like a sprayer on it. It'll kind of flush the tank out, keep it smelling. Not like poo water. Right here, you got a mount for a grill. We're gonna make sure we get a pin in here for you. This needs a pin right here, so it doesn't swing out. But if you got a portable grill, you can hook it through there.
Underneath the bed.
All right, yeah, there's a portable grill underneath the bed that gets hooked onto here. Bumper caps come off. It's gonna be the perfect spot to store your sewer hose. Right here, satellite and cable inlets. You can even open this up here, run them through there, and then lock that close. 30 amp shore cord. It's your shore cord. It'll be with the unit. You just twist this on and then tighten this. It's going to keep it from accidentally getting unplugged. Then you have your dump right here. Got your gray and your black. Gray is on the left, black's on the right. Definitely recommend making sure your valves are all the way closed before you take your cap off. And then do the black tank first. Let that get dumped, and then do your fresh tank. Not fresh, gray. That'll flush out the hose. That way, when you move it to go dump your, put it in your bumper, it's not dripping in black tank water. Right here, you have a city water connection. This is where you're going to hook your hose up. For city water, you won't need to run your pump. Here is where you'll put your hose in here to fill your onboard fresh tank. When you run your fresh tank, you need to use your pump. And then that's your drain for your fresh tank right there. Definitely recommend draining it after every trip. You don't want it sitting half full of water. It'll start to get stagnant. Nice pass-through storage here. You got backup crank right there. There's your propane line for the grill. That gets to your jacks right here. That's on the backup crank, sorry. So it is a manual jacks. They look like they're manual jacks. Run them with that crank just to kind of stabilize it. That's going to get all the shake out of your camper. Right here, dual 20-pound cylinders. They're filled. You don't have to worry about getting filled. Right here, you got your automatic changeover regulator. So whichever one it's pointing to, it's going to pull from that one first. If that one were to get emptied, it'll automatically switch to pulling off the other tank if it were to be on. However, this doesn't move. You can see this moves. It doesn't move, indicating it switched, so keep that in the back of your mind. Then you got your battery. It's a Group 24 battery, RV marine grade battery. In the winter, I recommend taking it out, storing it somewhere warmer than warmer than being out on the camper in the cold, because that's harsh on these batteries. They will get more with you about your jacks. Right here you got your leveling system. So you do that. Oop. There you go. Oop. So you can control all your jacks from here. So right front. Oop, sorry. Extend. You hit extend and then you hit. So you hit extend. Turns them to extend mode. It's right front. It'll do your tongue jack. Sorry. Right front. We'll do your right front jack. Left front. We'll do your left front jack. And you have right rear, left rear. And then you can do all of them. And then you would hit, if you want them to go back up, you hit retract. Then you can hit all. It'll retract all your jacks. And then again, if you want to do tongue jack, you hit tongue jack. So extend and then tongue jack, retract and tongue jack. Very nice, very easy. And then you power off. And you can tell the power turns on when all the lights turn on. These turn on. Now these are stabilizer jacks. Don't try to use them to pick up the weight of the trailer. You'll amp out the motors and you could risk breaking something. So get it level front to back using your tongue jack. Like I said, hitting the retract or extend and tongue jack buttons to get it level front to back, and then run your stabilizer jacks down to get all the shake out of it. Coming around over here. Other side of that storage with that backup jack for your stabilizers, so all of them has a little spot for a backup. Outdoor power, it's GFCI protected. All your GFCIs on the same circuit. If one's going to trip, they're all going to trip. And you have satellite and cable outlets for outside, as well as a backer right here. If you wanted to have a TV outside, you can. Water heater, super simple. Only thing you'll folks have to do, thread this in here. Get it started by hand. 15/16 is the socket size. I use a socket with an extension and a ratcheting wrench to get it tight. Once it's tight, when you hook up water to it, whether it be from city or fresh, it'll start filling the tank automatically, and then you'll be good to turn it on. Just like your fresh water, recommend draining your water heater after every trip. You don't want it sitting half full of water. Before you pull the plug out to drain it, shut off all sources of water. Crack your pressure relief, wait for the water to stop squirting out. Snap it closed, then you can take the plug out. If you neglect to do this, you're going to get a bath because all that pressure is going to come out here. Besides that, I recommend cleaning in here and up and down there and the whole area 4 times a year. I do mine every changing of the season. Furnace, vent, keep it clean, keep it clear. They do make screens for these. It's good to keep road debris and insects from building nests in there. Fridge vent, again, keep it clean in here. They also make screens for these. Every once in a while, I recommend popping this whole thing off and cleaning back there. Do you have an outdoor kitchen? Mini fridge works like a regular mini fridge. This is only going to work when the camper is plugged in. Then you have a sink and another grill right here with a propane line on the back of it. Where is it? Right over there. You can see it right here. It gets hooked to that propane quick disconnect over there. And then you have a propane quick disconnect right here. That's where you're going to hook that grill for. And then I always definitely recommend locking it closed, because even though you have this compartment door, you don't want that riding in and out, damaging the inside of that door. All right, now we'll come on onto the inside. Oh, they got the AC on. It feels nice. Monitoring panel. You could read how full your battery is. It's always going to read charge when you're plugged in. Fresh tank, black tank, gray 1, and gray 2. I did not see a second gray tank on this one, so it's just gray 1. Then you have controls for your water heater on gas and electric. You can run them both at once. If you are going to run electric, make sure there's water in it. Then your water pump, and then your awning controls. Make sure your door is like that so it doesn't interfere with the awning. Your awning does not automatically stop when it gets out. You have to visually look. You see the bare tube and then the flap hang down just like that, and then you're all the way open. They are adjustable for pitch, so you can have it lowered. You can lower it on both sides if the sun's in your eyes and you want it to block some of it, or you could do one corner. So if it's raining, you can have the water run off to the corner rather than all the way along the edge. If it does start storming pretty bad, roll your awning up. You don't want a gust of wind to ruin it, rip it, tear it, whatever, bend an arm. If you roll it in wet, as soon as you get the chance to, roll it back in, let it dry off. Your controls for your slide out, and then ceiling lights, which will turn on your ceiling lights. Porch light, which will turn on your awning lights. That's pretty much it for that. We'll let this awning go in, and then we'll move on. Going to the bedroom. Bedroom lights, you just turn on at the lights. They have little buttons in the center you click. Yep. You have USBs over there and an outlet on this side. And then if you come to the other side, I don't know if you have ones over here. Nope. So you just have the USBs on the one side. You do on this side, however, have this door. You can put like a laundry hamper down there. Good spot to put your laundry. And then your bed does flip up. That's that grill that goes in the back. These doors snap, lock open like this with a snap. Unsnap them to use them. Definitely when you travel, lock them like that so they're not bouncing everywhere. Got a TV in here. It's also hooked to this DVD player. It's a standard definition DVD player. You can see it's got the composite cables right there. Pop a DVD in there, it automatically switches to DVD. Got different zones. So zone 1 is inside. You can turn inside speakers off, just have the out ones on. Or turn the outside ones off, just have the inside ones on. Presets right here. Push and hold to save a preset. Then you have pause, play, stop, rewind. This also allows you to skip channels and skip tracks. Radio channels, that is. Bluetooth, hit that, you can pair your phone to it. Mode button, so you can switch from auxiliary and whatnot. And then you have headphone jack and USB, that's just for charging. TV, make sure you strap it when you travel, but it does extend out so you can swivel it so people over here can see. This does turn into a table. Pop the legs in there, then pop them into the holders. But when it's a bed, I'm gonna set this down. You do it like that for your bed, and then you just use the back cushion and these two ones to fill in that gap. Now when you're traveling, whether it's a bed or a table, it doesn't matter how it's set up because it'll close all the way. Microwave looks like your standard microwave, only going to work when you're plugged in. Cooktop, super simple. Fold this back. Then you turn it to the flame, twist your sparker, light right up. The gas is off, so that's just burning what's in the lines off. Oven works a little differently. Turn that to the flame, push and hold. As you're pushing that flame, you're going to twist your sparker, and then you're looking for that pilot down there to be lit. Once it's lit, you can turn this to the temperature you want. You'll be good to go. If you turn it off to the flame, it leaves the burners off, but leaves the pilot on. Definitely recommend turning it all the way off when you go to bed or if you're going to leave the trailer. You have a light here, it does the knobs and the stove light. Fridge, super simple. Off or on, auto, or gas. I recommend just leaving it auto. Auto is going to default to 110. That's what it wants to run off of. But if you were to lose power, it'll automatically switch to running off of the propane, if you're propane. Now, unlike your normal household fridge, this does take about 10 to 12 hours, depending on the temperature, hot day, around there, to get to temp. And you can change the temperature of the inside of the fridge just by raising and lowering this. Pretty rudimentary, but it works. Thermostat, so you just tap through it for your modes. So it'll ask your fan mode, auto, high or low. Recommend just leaving it on auto. Auto is going to allow it to cycle on and off at its set temperature. So if you had it set to 55, once it hits 55, your AC will shut off and then cycle on and off to help regulate that temperature. If you just had it on high or low, it's just going to, even though it'll reach 55, it'll keep running. And that can be a bad thing because if it's really hot out and humid, it'll run until it freezes up, and then it'll shut off, and then you have to wait for it to thaw out before you can kick it back on again. Then you tap it again, it does furnace. Tap it again, off. Last little bit, these can be finicky. If you hit up and down at the same time, switches it to Celsius, just hit them back to go back to the way you were. Right down here, propane gas detector, that's hardwired to the 12-volt system, so there's no batteries you have to worry about changing. Got your breakers here, all your breakers for 120-volt front appliances, all your fuses for your 12-volt. So you have all 15s and 240s. Definitely recommend carrying some spare fuses. Bathroom, that's your resettable GFCI. So if any of your GFCIs were to trip, that's the way you reset it. Got your light switch in here. Toilet, super simple. As long as you're pushing this pedal, it's going to keep flushing. The nice thing about this toilet is it's porcelain. So it's a nice sturdy toilet. Shower, when you travel, leave it locked like this. Otherwise, you can unlatch it. Doors magnet together, separate them. You got a shower right there. Don't know why from the factory they did it like this, but when you want to shower, pull this up so it stops coming out here. There you go. Few more things. Got a smoke detector right there. 9-volt battery, as well as your carbon monoxide alarm, 9-volt battery. when I start getting those low voltage trips like you want at home, replace the batteries on them. And then right here, you are partially set up for the Furrion Wi-Fi router. You have to go to Furrion's website and or our parts people and actually order the piece. This is just a cover at the moment. If you choose to buy it, you pay Furrion a monthly fee for the internet, and then all you do is you would slide this piece off and then slide the router onto that, and that just replaces that plastic piece. All right, that's pretty much it. That concludes our video walk on your Premier. I hope you guys found this video informative. Hope you guys enjoy using this camper. I really like the setup on this and get good use out of it. Goodbye.